17-year-old Esther Gonzalez was walking home alone in Banning when she was raped and murdered back in 1979. Her murderer was never found. And now, more than 45 years later, thanks to new DNA evidence, her cold case has finally been solved. As it turns out, the man who reported the crime in the first place was responsible for her death. News Channel 3's Tori King spoke with an investigator who says his team never gave up on finding her.
So she'd been over to her parents' house, and she decided she was gonna walk from her parents' house that evening over to her sister's apartment in Banning. So she left on foot. She had been at school that day, so she had her school books. She was still dressed from school. And then about 1 o'clock on that Saturday afternoon, the Banning Sheriff's Office got a phone call from a person claiming to have found a body. His name was Lewis Randolph Williamson, and he went by the name of Randy. And he actually was identified as the reporting party, admitted to finding her body, admitting to calling in, said he just didn't want to be involved. They gave him a polygraph exam, and he passed it. Esther's older brother had gone to high school with Randy. And so, they were familiar with Randy, but they didn't believe that Randy knew Esther. But just, the older brother had known him. So as we start looking into him, that's when we learned that he had passed away in 2014 back in Florida. At some point in the 80s, he left California, moved to Florida. And his life there is pretty much unknown.
It's pretty unbelievable to hear how technology is capable of solving a murder that happened more than 45 years ago. Can you talk about the improvements and sort of like you mentioned, the technology that you used, how it's so vital for solving cases this old?
He was in his mid-60s when he died, and so they did a postmortem autopsy, and we were able to locate a vial of blood that they took during that autopsy. So we were able to, with the assistance of the Broward County Sheriff's Office, they were able to assist us in getting that blood sample sent from Florida out to the California Department of Justice. They went to work on it. They developed the profile from that blood sample, and then they were able to match that to the profile that was spinning in CODIS from the evidence that had come from Esther's body.
How can you prove to the naysayers that this technology and this DNA confirmation is rock solid?
Oh, the DNA confirmation is rock solid. It was semen that was found on her body and collected during from swabs during the postmortem autopsy, and that's not something that should be there.
When you solve a case this many years later and the person responsible for the crime has passed away, do you feel like justice has been served?
Well, I feel that it's bittersweet. It's of course, our legal justice system is, you're tried by a jury of 12, and of course, as investigators, as truth finders, our job is ultimately to gather the facts and take those facts before a jury, and let the district attorney and let that person have their day in court. That's ultimately, I suppose, justice. And being able to get justice for Esther and her family. And so I suppose no in this case. I mean, it probably not. I mean, will there be some closure? I hope for the family there will be some closure, but I mean, this is never going to go away. This has been a brutal loss for this family, and they've struggled with this every day of their life.
I appreciate you for taking some time and carving that time out of your day.
No worries. Thank you. I appreciate it.